Someone is planning to kick you out by using. My beloved child, come closer in your spirit and listen with a quiet heart. I know the heaviness you have been carrying without telling anyone. I have seen the silent fear that rises when you sense something is not right around you. You feel it in small moments, in sudden changes of tone, in eyes that no longer look at you with the same warmth. You wonder if you are imagining it, if you are being too sensitive, but my beloved child, you are not wrong. There is a plan forming in the shadows, a plan meant to push you out, to make you feel unworthy, replaceable, and alone. And that plan is being fueled by money, by greed, by hidden agreements that do not speak your name kindly. My beloved child, I want you to breathe for a moment and not let fear take root. I am speaking now not to frighten you, but to protect you. Someone around you believes that by using money, influence, or financial pressure, they can quietly remove you from a place you worked hard to stand in. They think money gives them power over destiny. They think transactions can erase your value. But listen carefully, my beloved child, money can move hands, but it cannot move my hand against you. You have been faithful in small things. You showed up when others did not. You stayed honest when shortcuts were offered. And that integrity has made you stand out more than you realize. This is why the plan is forming. Not because you are weak, but because you are strong. Not because you lack worth, but because your presence reminds someone of what they are not. They smile at you, they speak politely, but behind closed doors they count numbers, they make calls, they whisper strategies, all thinking that a financial move can remove you from their way. My beloved child, you have felt sudden pressure related to money. Unexpected conversations, strange warnings, subtle threats, or policies that seem designed to corner you. You may have even noticed doors being slowly closed, support becoming thin, or opportunities being redirected away from you. This is not coincidence. This is part of the plan. But hear me clearly now. The plan you see is not the plan that will succeed. I am asking you to remain calm, because panic is what the enemy wants. Panic makes you doubt yourself. Panic makes you speak too much or retreat too quickly. But wisdom comes when you stay still and aware. Do not confront in anger. Do not expose everything you know. Observe. Pray. Prepare. I am already working in places you cannot see. My beloved child, the same money they are trying to use against you will become the very thing that exposes them. Numbers leave trails. Deals require trust. Greed blinds people into making careless mistakes. While they think they are being clever, they are revealing their intentions to the wrong ears. Someone who sees value in fairness, someone who respects truth, is already noticing the imbalance. You are not as alone as you feel. I want you to remember who you are. You are not standing where you are by accident. I placed you there. Every skill you have, every lesson you learned through struggle, every tear you cried in private prepared you for this moment. This is not the end of your stability. This is the beginning of a shift. My beloved child, there may be moments soon where you feel pressure to compromise your values for financial security. You may be tempted to agree to something that feels slightly wrong just to stay safe. Do not do it. What looks like safety will become a trap. I will open another way that does not require you to shrink your soul. You might hear rumors. You might feel people testing you with questions, trying to see how much you know or how afraid you are. Answer calmly. Speak truthfully but briefly. Your silence, guided by wisdom, will protect you more than long explanations. My beloved child, understand this deeply. No one can kick you out of what I have assigned to you unless I allow it. And I have not withdrawn my hand from you. Even if a door closes suddenly, it will not be a loss but a redirection. Sometimes I remove my children from environments that are about to collapse under greed. Sometimes what looks like rejection is rescue. You are being saved from something that would have drained you slowly. From a place where your efforts would no longer be honored. From people who see you as a cost instead of a blessing. This warning is not to make you anxious, but alert. Stay grounded. Stay prayerful. Stay ready. My beloved child, begin to organize your finances wisely. Not out of fear, but out of stewardship. Reduce unnecessary dependencies. Strengthen your skills quietly. Document your work. Keep records. These small actions will become shields. I am guiding you step by step, even if you do not yet see the full picture. There will be a moment when the truth comes closer to the surface. When the plan becomes rushed. When pressure increases suddenly. Do not be surprised. This is often when those who rely on money alone begin to panic. And when they panic, they make mistakes. My beloved child. I am with you in the meetings you attend, in the conversations you do not hear, in the decisions being made without your presence. I am softening hearts where needed and hardening others so their intentions are revealed. Nothing is hidden from me. Rest tonight knowing this, you are protected. You are guided. You are valued far beyond any number written on paper. What is coming will not destroy you, it will elevate you. Stay close to me, and I will show you when to move, when to wait, and when to speak. And as this season unfolds, keep listening, because this is only the beginning of what I am about to reveal and how I will turn this situation in your favor. My beloved child, stay with me. Do not let your mind wander into fear while I am still speaking. What you are sensing now is the tightening of pressure, like walls slowly trying to move closer. This is when many lose hope, but this is also where clarity is born. I want you to understand something very important. The plan against you is not sudden. It has been building quietly, layer by layer, using finances, favors, and false narratives. Yet every layer they built without truth is already unstable. You may notice that someone is suddenly questioning your role, your value, or your necessity. They may speak in polite language, but their words will feel sharp underneath. They will frame it as business, as budget, as restructuring. But my beloved child, this is not about numbers alone. This is about control. They believe that by controlling money, they can control people. They believe that by tightening financial pressure, you will step aside willingly, quietly, without resistance. Do not underestimate how deeply I know your heart. I know you are tired of proving yourself. I know you are weary of being strong all the time. You may even feel tempted to say, "Let it go, it's not worth the fight." But hear me clearly now, this is not a fight you are meant to fight with noise or aggression. This is a stand you take with faith, wisdom, and patience. My beloved child, there will be a moment when you feel isolated, when support seems to disappear. People you thought would speak for you may remain silent. This silence is painful, but it is also revealing. I am showing you who stands on convenience and who stands on conviction. Do not resent them. Simply observe. Every revelation now is protection for your future. The one who is planning to push you out believes they are smarter, richer, and better connected. They underestimate one thing: they underestimate timing. They do not know that their move is premature. They do not see that the ground beneath them is shifting even as they plan. What they think is a final step is actually the step that exposes them. My beloved child, you may soon hear about documents, contracts, or financial rules being used as weapons. Do not be intimidated by formal language or official tones. Truth does not tremble before paperwork. I will guide you to the right words at the right time. Sometimes silence will be your shield. Sometimes one sentence will be enough to change the direction of the room. I want you to guard your emotions carefully. Do not vent to everyone. Not everyone needs to know what you feel or fear. Some people listen only to carry information elsewhere. Choose wisdom over relief. Speak to me first. I will steady your heart before you face anyone else. My beloved child, there is also something you must know: this plan is not only about removing you. It is also about replacing you with someone who will not question injustice, someone who will bend easily, someone who will accept less and say nothing. That is why you feel this resistance. Your spirit does not align with compromise. Your presence disrupts comfort built on unfairness. You may feel a sudden push to doubt yourself. Thoughts like, "Am I really that important?" or "Maybe I should just leave before they hurt me." These thoughts are not from me. I did not bring you this far to abandon you in confusion. I am refining your discernment, not feeding your insecurity. My beloved child, prepare yourself emotionally for change, but do not assume loss. Change under my guidance leads to expansion. Even if they try to force a door closed, they cannot close the horizon I have prepared for you. There are places that require your integrity, spaces that need your voice, opportunities that will honor you fully. This situation is aligning you for those places. I am asking you to trust me even when you do not see immediate evidence. Faith is not blindness. It is confidence in my character. I have never failed to protect what I have called my own. I have never abandoned a child who leaned on me instead of panic. My beloved child, soon, something unexpected will interrupt their plan. It may be a delay, a disagreement among them, a missing resource, or a sudden change in authority. What they thought was secure will feel uncertain. Watch carefully. Do not celebrate too soon, but recognize the sign. This is me stepping in. When that moment comes, remain humble. Do not gloat. Do not expose them unnecessarily. Let truth do its quiet work. Dignity will speak louder than accusation. And those who observe you will remember how you carried yourself under pressure. I am also strengthening you for a conversation that will require courage. It may not be loud or dramatic, but it will be decisive. You will feel my calm settle over you as you speak. Words will come that surprise even you. This is not confidence born of ego. This is authority born of alignment. My beloved child, whatever happens next, promise me one thing: do not measure your worth by their decision. Their approval is not your foundation. Their money is not your provider. I am. I have sustained you through seasons that should have broken you. I will not stop now. As the days unfold, stay alert but peaceful. Watch patterns. Trust nudges. Rest when you can. This is a moment of transition, not punishment. You are being moved away from manipulation and toward stability that cannot be bought or sold. And remember this, my beloved child: no plan formed in greed can overpower a life rooted in truth. You are not being kicked out, you are being called forward. And I will walk with you through every step that comes next. My beloved child, let your heart stay open as I continue to guide you, because what is unfolding now is delicate, and your response will shape what comes next. You may feel the atmosphere around you changing even more. Conversations may feel heavier. Smiles may feel forced. There may be sudden urgency from those who once moved slowly. This is the sign of inner fear at work. When people rely on money and control, they panic when they sense they are losing grip. Do not let their urgency rush you. You are not late. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be. The pressure you feel is not proof of danger. It is proof that something hidden is being challenged by truth. Darkness becomes restless when light is near. My beloved child, you might soon be presented with a choice that looks reasonable on the surface. It may be framed as an offer, a settlement, or a mutual decision. It may sound peaceful, even respectful. But listen beyond the words. Pay attention to how your spirit reacts. If something inside you feels tight, uneasy, or rushed, pause. You are allowed to take time. You are allowed to think. You are allowed to pray. Silence is not weakness, it is strength under control. I know you worry about survival. You worry about income, stability, reputation, and the future. These concerns are real, and I do not dismiss them. But I ask you to remember how many times before I made a way where none was visible. I provided when numbers did not add up. I opened doors when logic said no. I am not limited by the systems humans design. My beloved child. There is also healing happening inside you right now. This situation is teaching you discernment. It is teaching you when to hold on and when to let go. It is teaching you that your peace is worth more than any position that demands silence in the face of injustice. You are growing stronger, even when you feel tired. You may notice your intuition sharpening. Small details will stand out. A sentence that doesn't align. A sudden change in behavior. A contradiction that reveals motive. Do not ignore these signals. I am speaking through them. Write things down if needed. Clarity will protect you later. My beloved child, understand this deeply. If you were truly insignificant, no one would plan against you. Resistance always rises against purpose. Your presence carries weight. Your integrity threatens comfort built on shortcuts. That is why money is being used, to do quietly what cannot be done openly. But hear me now, influence built on fear collapses when courage appears. You do not need to be loud to be courageous. You only need to be anchored. Stay anchored in truth. Stay anchored in calm. Stay anchored in me. There may come a day very soon when you realize that what you feared most is no longer frightening. When the threat loses its voice. When you see the situation clearly for what it is, a turning point, not a dead end. That realization will bring relief, even before resolution comes. My beloved child, some people will watch how this ends. They are learning from your example, even if they never say it. Your composure, your patience, your refusal to become bitter, these things matter more than you know. You are planting seeds that will grow later, in places you cannot yet see. If you feel led to walk away at some point, it will not be because you were defeated. It will be because I opened something better. And if you are led to stay, it will not be because you begged, but because truth prevailed. Either way, you win when you stay aligned with me. Do not carry shame. Do not carry self-blame. This situation is not happening because you failed. It is happening because you have outgrown an environment that can no longer hold who you are becoming. Growth often requires separation. My beloved child, rest your heart now. You do not need to solve everything tonight. Tomorrow will bring its own clarity. I am already ahead of you, arranging outcomes, softening resistance, and closing the wrong paths so you are not tempted to walk them. Stay close to me. Listen more than you speak. Trust more than you fear. And remember, no amount of money can remove you from my protection, my plan, or my promise. I am with you, through every meeting, every message, every uncertain moment. And when this season passes, you will look back and see that you were never being pushed out. You were being positioned for something far greater. My beloved child, let me continue to steady you, because I know the waiting is heavy. Waiting tests the heart more than action ever does. You replay conversations in your mind. You imagine outcomes. You wonder who you can trust. I see all of it. And I want you to know that even in this quiet stretch, nothing is idle. What feels like stillness is actually alignment. There will be moments when doubt tries to whisper, telling you that maybe you misunderstood everything, that maybe there is no plan at all. But then something small will happen, a message that feels off, a sudden decision made without you, a shift that confirms what your spirit already sensed. Do not argue with yourself. Discernment often speaks softly, not loudly. My beloved child, protect your peace fiercely now. Not by isolating yourself completely, but by choosing carefully what you allow into your heart. Not every opinion deserves space. Not every fear deserves attention. You do not need to carry everyone else's anxiety on top of your own. Release what is not yours to hold. I am teaching you how to stand without hardening your heart. This is important. Hardness may feel like protection, but it blocks growth. Stay soft, stay kind, but stay clear. Boundaries are not walls of anger. They are doors of wisdom. You may notice that the person behind this plan grows inconsistent. One day confident, the next day uncertain. One moment assertive, the next overly friendly. This inconsistency is not accidental. It is the sign of internal conflict. When people rely on money instead of truth, they must constantly adjust their story. Truth never has to adjust. My beloved child, there is a temptation coming to rush your exit or rush your defense. Resist both. Timing matters. Leaving too early can feel like relief but bring regret. Defending too quickly can reveal more than is wise. Wait for my nudge. You will know it by the peace that accompanies it, even if the decision itself feels challenging. I know you worry about how others will perceive you. Reputation feels fragile in moments like this. But hear me, character outlives reputation. Those who truly matter will see the truth in time. And those who judge without knowing were never meant to walk far with you anyway. My beloved child, begin to imagine a life not bound by this tension. Not as escape, but as vision. What would it feel like to be in a place where you are respected without resistance? Where your contribution is welcomed, not threatened? I place these thoughts in you not to distract you, but to prepare you. Sometimes the heart must be shown what is possible before it is willing to release what is familiar. You may soon receive information you were not meant to hear, revealed unintentionally. Treat it with care. Do not spread it. Do not react emotionally. Let it confirm what you already know, then place it back in my hands. I am the keeper of justice. You do not need to carry that burden alone. My beloved child, there is also forgiveness happening quietly within you, even if you do not realize it yet. Forgiveness does not mean agreement. It means freedom. You are being freed from bitterness before it has a chance to take root. This will protect you long after this season ends. If at any moment you feel overwhelmed, return to your breath. Return to stillness. Whisper my name. I am nearer than the worry in your chest. I am closer than the thoughts racing through your mind. You are not navigating this blind, you are being led. Soon, clarity will sharpen. The fog will lift enough for you to see your next step. Not the whole path, just the next step. That is all you need. Trust grows step by step, not all at once. My beloved child, when resolution comes, it may not look dramatic. It may arrive quietly, like a weight suddenly lifted. You may realize one day that the fear is gone, that the threat has lost its power. That is how I often work, restoring peace before circumstances fully change. Hold on a little longer. Stay faithful a little deeper. You are closer to breakthrough than you think. And when this chapter closes, you will walk forward wiser, lighter, and stronger, not because you fought harder, but because you trusted me through the uncertainty. I am still with you. I have not finished speaking. And what I am preparing for you next will make this season make sense in ways you cannot yet imagine. My beloved child, let me take you a little deeper now, because the surface calm you are learning to wear is only the beginning of your strength. Inside you, something is settling. You are no longer reacting the way you once would have. You are listening more. You are pausing before responding. This is not weakness, this is maturity being formed under pressure. You may feel moments of sudden sadness without a clear reason. This is not fear returning. This is release. You are letting go of expectations you once held about people, places, and promises. Grief often comes quietly when illusions fall away. Allow it to pass through you without judgment. It is making room for truth. My beloved child, understand that not everyone who smiles at you now will walk with you later. And that is okay. Some connections are seasonal. They serve a purpose, teach a lesson, and then gently, or painfully, fade. Do not cling to what is already loosening. Trust me enough to release with grace. There may be one person in particular whose behavior confuses you. One day they seem supportive, the next distant. One moment they reassure you, the next they avoid you. Do not chase clarity from them. Confusion is information. Let it guide you away, not pull you in. I am also teaching you to hear my voice above the noise of outcomes. Outcomes change. Voices rise and fall. But my guidance remains steady. When you feel a calm knowing without proof, that is me. When you feel urged to wait even though action seems logical, that is me. Follow that quiet assurance. My beloved child, you are being watched more closely than you realize. Not with malice, but with curiosity. Some are wondering how you remain composed. Some are questioning the story they were told about you. Your consistency under pressure is doing more than arguments ever could. You may notice that your priorities are shifting. Things that once mattered deeply now feel less important. And things you once ignored, peace, alignment, rest, are becoming essential. This is growth. You are being recentered around what truly sustains you. There will be a day soon when you look at this situation and feel detached from it. Not numb, but free. You will realize it no longer defines your mood or your worth. That is when its power truly breaks. My beloved child, if doors begin to close gently instead of forcefully, do not resist. Gentle closure is mercy. It spares you from prolonged struggle. Walk through what opens next with trust, not bitterness. And if you remain where you are for a while longer, know this. I am strengthening your roots. Storms reveal which foundations are deep. Yours is growing deeper even now. Do not rush the ending. Every chapter has a final sentence that gives meaning to the whole story. Let me write it fully. Your role is not to control the pen, but to stay present and faithful. Rest your heart again. You do not need to stay alert every second. I do not sleep. I do not miss details. While you rest, I continue to work. My beloved child, this season will not steal your joy. It will refine it. It will not diminish you. It will clarify you. And when you step into what comes next, you will do so with a peace that cannot be bought, threatened, or taken away. Stay with me. We are not finished yet, but you are safe, you are seen, and you are deeply protected. My beloved child, stay here with me a little longer, because there is a quiet truth settling into your bones now. You are beginning to understand that this moment is not about proving anything to anyone. It is about becoming unshakable inside. What once disturbed you deeply is losing its grip, not because the situation vanished, but because you are changing within it. You may wake up some mornings with a strange mix of peace and uncertainty. Peace, because your heart feels lighter. Uncertainty, because you do not yet see the full path ahead. This is not confusion, this is transition. Old structures are loosening so new ones can form. Trust this process even when it feels unfamiliar. My beloved child, there will be times when memories resurface, moments when you gave more than you received, when you stayed silent to keep harmony, when you hoped people would choose fairness. Do not replay these moments with regret. They were not wasted. They shaped your discernment. They taught you what you will no longer tolerate and what you truly deserve. I know you still wonder how this will end. Whether you will be asked to leave, or whether truth will suddenly speak on your behalf. But listen gently now, the ending matters less than who you are becoming through it. You are learning how to stand without resentment. How to trust without naivete. How to move forward without dragging the past behind you. My beloved child, there is strength growing in your silence. You are no longer explaining yourself to those committed to misunderstanding you. You are no longer chasing validation from systems that benefit from your doubt. This restraint is power. It keeps your energy intact and your spirit clear. You may notice that your prayers are changing. They are less about fear and more about clarity. Less about survival and more about alignment. This shift is important. It tells me that you are beginning to trust not just my outcomes, but my timing. There will be a moment, quiet, almost ordinary, when you realize that the threat you once feared no longer controls your thoughts. You will smile softly and wonder when that fear lost its voice. That is the moment you step fully into freedom, even before circumstances confirm it. My beloved child, if tears come, let them come. Tears are not weakness, they are release. You have carried uncertainty with grace, and your heart deserves rest. I am collecting every tear and turning them into wisdom you will carry forward. Do not worry about what you will say when the time comes. You will not need rehearsed words. Truth will rise naturally from a calm heart. And if silence is required instead, I will give you peace to hold it. Remember this always, you are not defined by a place, a role, or a paycheck. Those are assignments, not identities. Your identity is rooted in me, and that cannot be threatened, negotiated, or removed. My beloved child, as this chapter continues to unfold, walk gently. Be kind to yourself. Do not rush healing or clarity. You are not behind. You are being carefully led. And when you look back one day, you will not say, "That season broke me." You will say, "That season taught me who I was, and who I would never again allow myself to become." Stay close. I am still guiding every step. My beloved child, let me wrap you a little tighter in my presence as this journey continues, because the final layers of understanding are settling now. You are beginning to see that what once felt like a threat was also an invitation. An invitation to rise beyond dependency, beyond fear, beyond environments that quietly diminished you. You may notice that your reactions are slower now, calmer. Things that once would have triggered anxiety now pass through you like a breeze. This is not numbness. This is mastery of self. You are learning that peace is not the absence of trouble, but the presence of trust. My beloved child. There will be moments when the situation tries one last time to demand your attention, to provoke emotion, to pull you back into old patterns of worry. Recognize this for what it is, a final test of attachment. You do not need to engage. You do not need to prove anything. You have already outgrown the need for approval. I am proud of how you have handled what no one else saw. The quiet nights. The unanswered questions. The strength it took to keep showing up while carrying uncertainty. This strength is becoming part of who you are, and it will serve you well long after this chapter closes. You may soon find yourself imagining new possibilities without fear. Ideas will come gently, not out of desperation but curiosity. Pay attention to them. These are glimpses of what lies ahead. I am planting seeds of vision in you, preparing you for spaces where your presence will be celebrated, not tolerated. My beloved child. There is a freedom coming that feels different from anything you have known. It is not loud or dramatic. It is steady. It is the freedom of knowing you can stand on your own feet, guided by me, regardless of who stays or leaves. If you look closely, you will see that you are already changing the atmosphere around you. Others sense your calm. Your confidence without arrogance. Your peace without denial. Even those who once doubted you will quietly reconsider their assumptions. And if some never do, let them go with grace. Not everyone is meant to understand your journey. Some are only meant to witness a chapter. My beloved child, when the final resolution arrives, whether through clarity, closure, or redirection, you will meet it without fear. Because by then, you will already know that you are okay. That you are secure. That you are supported beyond what eyes can see. Carry this truth with you now and always. You were never weak. You were never forgotten. You were never at the mercy of someone else's plans. You were being strengthened, refined, and quietly protected the entire time. Rest now. Breathe deeply. Trust fully. I am with you, today, tomorrow, and in every new beginning that awaits you.